Hello YouTube and welcome back to Ali's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel everybody. So this is Monday and Saturday series review for April 2024's, and the bundle we were focusing on all this month was called the Everyday Details. Let me move my whiteboard and I'm going to give you guys a good look at these. So this is the stamp set. It is lovely, lovely, lovely. It, again, this would not have been my first choice of things out of the catalogs. However, I am very happy with my purchase. I have gotten so much use out of it, and what really sold me on this, number one, I needed to purchase something that was $50 so I could get Celebration, right? That's what I was after. I was after that delightfully eclectic DSP that is actually in the annual catalog, which I didn't realize that at first. But they had it free with the $50 order, and that's what I wanted. So I purchased this bundle out of the mini catalog, and let me take a look real quick. And I can show you right where Miss Phyllis sent me some of these. I am so excited to play with those. So let's find this Everyday Detail. Nope, I'm like, oh, nope, I have that one. Here it is, page 28. I thought it was on page 23. I don't know why I keep doing that. So, not that one. This one right here. And to tell you the truth, it doesn't always get the best view. Sometimes I just don't think these really showcased everything that those dies can do. But you get to see a picture of what the dies are here. The stamp set. It really, these images stand alone, can be used with any others, and so did the sentiment. So it is a very versatile set. So I do want to tell you that this double one, this little line here cuts out the center circle. It does not cut the outer circle, but number 6 of the deckled circle dies does. Ha! I know this because I've done it this whole month. So I'm going to put my dies back in their sleeve. Maybe put them away so they don't get ruined. And let's get on with showing. We're going to start with, do we do Monday or Saturdays? Let's start with Monday. So let's go on to the first Monday of the month is a sketch a card. So this was my sketch card. I need to post this. I forgot to post it in my group that I'm part of. So this came out lovely. This is that delightfully eclectic DSP, which if you didn't get it for Celebration, there is still time. It is available in the annual catalog. This is one side of the same DSP as this. This is that deckled circle die number 6. The large of the Everyday Detail dies, and that circle that has those 2 rings of dots on it. This is the center circle that it cuts out. Now this is Petal Park in Berry Burst and Bubble Bath with, oh my gosh, those colors are great together. I actually think this is Sweet Sorbet. Let's take a look at what it says on the paper. Oh, it's Calypso Coral, but Berry Burst, you wouldn't know it wasn't that. So this is that massive pack of paper, guys. So much paper, lots of uses for it. Anyways, I'm going to show you. I don't think there's anything but stamping on the inside. These little dies are the Love of Spring dies, which were the add-on for Paper Pumpkin for January, February, and March. So I used 2 of those, and this is just some linen thread, a bow that wasn't used for a certain project, and now it is for this one. So that's video number 1. Video Oh, this is Monday's. I'm like, I thought I was doing Saturday. Monday video is a sketch card. 2 is a case of card, which that's another reason why we need the catalog. So these are the, let me show you. These are in the catalog. These are called the gold foiled flowers, cards, and envelopes. That's the order number. You get 10 of them. I split that pack with my aunt, gave her half. And the envelopes are absolutely stunning. Just gorgeous envelopes. Look at that. Oh, beautiful, beautiful detail. That die cut. Gorgeous. So this was what I did on the front of the envelope. This was from Beyond the Horizon. And this card is what I did to case their card. Same card base and everything. All I did change out that I didn't want white. I wanted very vanilla. And I didn't want the pink little sequins. I don't tend to like those little sequins. They tend to pop off of things. But these are the in color dots. And this is boho blue. And I just added a backing and did a little slant on that. So the inside is relax, enjoy your day from Beyond the Horizon. Let me put this back in here. But then I did a second card. And the second one, guys, is, let me keep that out. The second one is, oh, gorgeous. Look at this. This is not DSP. This is the old Toil background stamp. I did it at an angle here. I even inked it up, a little kiss from me. Thinking of you again. Gorgeous. I mean, doesn't that look like that's DSP on there? And that's boho blue. I stamped on just a white envelope with the Toil. And did the same thing on the inside, a white circle this time. And I took the blending brush, and just like they did blended here, I blended a little bit of light blue in the background, stamped my nest, colored in with colored pencils on the eggs. I made this little bit here straight, added a little bit of the linen thread in there, and some more of those little in color dots. So this one, to me, is hands down better than that one. So, of course, I would like to know your guys' opinions on which one you guys like better. So, that's number 2. Number 3 of Monday is a shaker card. So, 1, 2. Number 3. Now, let me show you something. There was a reason behind this. Do you see this green here? With this frame, that's like DSP, and that is one of those rectangles from the Everyday Detail dies. And here it is. I used it for my shaker card. There's that little bit of detail. I stamped. I only used Night of Navy ink. I stamped it. I blended it around and in little areas. And then I added a little bit of Pear Pizzazz because my old olive, I don't have the Stampin' Right marker anymore. I just touched it into the leaves to add a little bit of color. We did paper piecing where we stamped on a piece of DSP, fussy cut it out, and I glued it to the base of the flower vase here. And this is circles number 1 and 2 of the Everyday Detail circle dies. And this is Countryside in DSP, which is in the catalog. Unfortunately, this pattern of DSP was in the neutral 6x6 designer series paper packs, which are not available. You could use some more of the Countryside in DSP. It has great dark and light blue, blue and whites would work great. But anyways, that's my shaker card. Thinking of you, and I just stamped the flowers there. This one is with a clear envelope right here, which now that I've shown it, it can go in its envelope. Now our 4th video card, which equals a fun fold. I don't need this anymore. This is a version of, where did it go? And I originally in the video I said that this was from the fun fold for March, but it's not. It's of a Saturday video. Now where'd my sticky note left? So this card, I'm going to show you guys again. This came all because of this card from back in August, I believe. And I was looking at it. It was like this. And I'm like, oh, you could put a pocket in there. So that's what I went and did. And I'm keeping this as a sample for myself. And I made this little hidden pocket where this comes all the way out. You can add, now if I would have done it again, I would not have used blends in the center. I would have used colored pencils or Stampin' markers as blends bleed through. So that was my faux pas, my mistake here. And it hides just like that. You wouldn't even know it's there, but you open it up and that's the inside. So this is the horizontal version. And this is the vertical version, which I was interested in trying. And I did the same thing. You can open it up. It's blank on the inside. But this here, this is what pulls out that hidden pocket card. And it's just lovely. I think it is anyways. And the other thing is I have used quite a bit for this month, the Pearlized Enamel Effect Basics. Now you got a 3 set of them in the package. You've got what they call Real Red, which to me is kind of pinky looking, and then the black. But these white ones are my favorite. It's the ones that get the most use out of it. So that completes my Monday series. Let's go on to the Saturday series of cards. And you know, on Saturdays I like to do a beginner card, a casual card in Avid, and then an extreme is what I would call them. Video number 1 for this month of April was a neutral card. So I chose the gray. Now this is from I want to say Honeybee Home, but that's the name of the stamps that it went with. Let's see. Heart in Home. Yeah, I'm not sure what that blue stuff is on the back of that paper, but it's there. So this is part of that DSP. This is basic gray. The basic gray is in this DSP. This is totally flat. There's no dimension. This is just a piece of white. I stamped it in basic gray, added a little of that Pear Pizzazz Stampin' marker, used a blender pen, and added a little blue. This is another paper piecing of the same DSP. Those little dots are from the kit. Now here you'll see this little detail, and what you don't know is that I stamped it cockeyed and I had to correct it. So I cut a different piece of DSP from it, and it suits in there. You wouldn't even know that, yes, I had made a mistake. The inside is blank. This was the stepped up version of this card, and you can see how that's just a little cockeyed because I mounted the words on my stamp at a cockeyed angle, and so that's what I got. And I will add the enamel dots now to this one. I bet we could do the black one. Let's do the black to this. Just gonna give it that little bit more interest. I should have done this in the video, but I'm doing it now, and then I'll set it aside to dry on both of them. These are not going to cause your card to cost extra in postage. If you have a postmaster like mine, he flags everything I mail. I am not exaggerating. He does. He does everything. So I'm going to set these two aside. This was our envelope. Simple, simple, simple card. You set those well over there so nothing happens to them. Now, Saturday video number 2 was the subtle cards, and for me, this is really deep and rich. It's not the traditional subtle colors, but it was Calypso Coral, and this is that Delightfully Eclectic DSP again. And here, you wouldn't know it, but right here is the detail die. Oops, that's a stamp set. Because I covered up this right here or from this. So this was done in the middle, and then I had a little strip of the DSP and I just added it to the center, and I really like the effect. This is using some retired pale papaya. Petal pink would have gone great with it, but I really like the pale papaya against the Calypso Coral, and this dark night of navy in the color there. And once again, these are those little enamel dots, enamel effects that we did all our little dots with. Deckled circle die right here, that center one that does the 2 but only cuts out the center. Number 6 of the sorry, this is the everyday detail die. Deckled circle die is this layer. That layers up behind it, and this is of course the largest of the everyday detail dies. This one you make every day a little brighter, and little bits of leftover DSP. So that's one. I did 2 of this one. I did a horizontal version. This just stamped the cup in, what was that, early espresso or pecan pie? I think that's pecan pie. Did a little blending with the blender brush. I fussy cut this little flower out. I did this one. Oh, glorious green is what that green is, because I don't have garden green. This time I stamped the little 3 dots on this little bit of lace ribbon, backed it with a bit of pale papaya, did a vertical version, same thing. This is white this time, and same on the inside. Ooh, little ant. You are not welcome to be walking on me. The rain has drawn them inside. So we're going to put that aside. Number 3 was our brights, and I did 2 versions of this card. These were pre-made 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 envelopes. This was from the Heartfelt Hellos, a celebration stamp set. Little dots on the back. Take that off. This is using both the circles and the rectangles of the die set. Works really well. These are something in the catalog. I can't remember now. I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, some retired tulle ribbon, double bow, deckled circle dies number 6 and number 7. And this is Lemon Lolly or something like that. It's one I don't have, so I had to back it with some Parakeet Party to pair it with that. This is Glorious Gingham, Berry Burst, of course, overjoyed for you in this new journey. And I just did the 3 dots up there, the inside. Let me put that on the inside of this one. And on this one is an Easter card. Every Heartfelt Hellos, there with a few little dots. I could have used a few more right there, it looks like. Same thing, did the tulle ribbon a little differently. The basic jewel rhinestones on there. Now this one, this is cut to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. This one is cut at 5 1/2 by 5 1/2 to give me that little bit of a border of white behind it. This is only using 1 of the everyday detail rectangles, and I got a much larger stamping because of that. And on the inside is blank, so just a little bit different. Now the next one is only a single one. got my little sticky notes. I'm going to try to save those and reuse them. This is using a craft-like envelope in the jewel tones of the Regals, which I love the jewel tones. This again is the Regal DSP 6x6 that is retired. This is crushed curry. And we are using, was this crumb cake? Yes, this was crumb cake. And then I used the timber embossing folder as a stamp and stamped this light wood green pattern on the back. This is a new online purchase of this polka dot jute ribbon, which I frayed, kept it all together in the center and frayed the ends at a little detail. Here we stamped, this is that deckled circle die number 6 again, and the one double dotted circle die with that just cuts out the center and the largest of them. These are, I love these new dots. These are an online thing too. Let's see. Oh, the other ones that I couldn't remember, iridescent rhinestones. Let's see. Where's that little packet? Here we go. I knew I would love these when I saw them online. The adhesive back swirl dots. Those are cool. Yes, they are. I know they are. I know they are. And I'm not like an embellishment fiend where I always have to have all the embellishments. I don't. I like to catch them on clearance. So again, circles and circles. This was not the, this was the 1 3/8 circle punch to go on there. I could have punched it out the other way, but I didn't. Thinking of you at Easter. And a little extra, which I know you guys don't see, but under here, you see that? So that's my little itty bitty backgrounds. And of Art and Texture, another online stamp set, which has all this great textures that you can add to your cards. And I used this one here. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this review of all of everything I did for the Everyday Detail bundle in the month of April. I had such a wonderful time creating these, guys. They're just fantastic. I'm going to keep my little sticky notes, hopefully, and be able to reuse them. I can't tell you which one is my favorite, but the one that surprised me the most would have been this one. This one surprised me so much. The difference that this one, how this came out, was stunning. Absolutely loved it. So I hope you guys like them all as well, and I would appreciate it if you guys would let me know with the thumbs up, like, share, or comment. And as always, I invite you to come back and visit me again in my Wonderland. Bye bye for now.